Hey everybody, welcome back to Shy Ride. We are here checking out the Mammoth. This is round 2. We are moving out to Spearfish Canyon course. Dale, tell us about this course a little bit.
This is an amazing course through the canyon. A lot of trees, a lot of elevation change.
We got Garett sitting at a -10 after round 1. That was a pretty fun round to watch.
Yeah. If you haven't watched it, go check it out real quick. Derek's sitting at -8 right behind him.
New to the card today, we've got Shad Green at 7 under. He's from, what, Gillette?
Yeah, Gillette. And then Justin Cournoyer, he's another South Dakota local, also at 7 under. So pretty tight cards starting it out. Everybody's right there in the mix.
Not a lot of breathing room after one round.
Right. So hole 1, 279, par 3. You want to cut it to the right and then skip it through the fence up there.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, that hit real hard.
Yeah, he's gonna have quite a few little trees in his way there. Derek's holding that one straight. You see, there's the fences I'm talking about. If you can get through those fences, looks like he might have got around them.
Yeah.
But even if you stay to the right side of those fences, oh, not that far back, but if you can, even if there's some openings to where the fence is lower and you can putt through them and over them.
That's looking pretty good too. Caught up by the tree a little bit, but he got kicked out left. I'm not sure if that helps, but it opens.
Yeah, that'll give him a little more open look. It's a good approach from Shad there. It's going to leave a little bit of work for his par, but should be alright. Yeah, you can see Justin here. He's open. It left him a little ways back there, but. And then best drive of the group here. Oh.
No. And the first hiya of the round.
You're always listening for him when Shad's putting. Even when he doesn't do it, I hear it. Yeah, I wouldn't want to putt with that standing like that either.
No real damage done for this hole, though.
Yeah, everybody parred.
Having that shaky putt for Derek on hole 1, we'll see if he can shake that off in this next hole.
Right.
Just clench that putt up a little bit.
Hole 2 here is a par 4, 384. You gotta get a kind of right to left, then back to the right to really get very far around the corner. Most of these guys, they're just throwing a hyzer out, and then they'll work on their approach shot after that.
The sidearm anhyzer looks like it might shape up for a good punch through the fairway.
It is definitely the way to get furthest up. Looks like he went sidearm roller. He's still up there pretty far, but he's going to be tucked in on that left side. Hopefully he didn't go too far down that little hill there is there. Yeah, like I said, that hyzer just out of the opening is the most common look.
Deep though.
Yeah.
You really want to lay this up.
Yeah, you want to get yourself out in the middle of that fairway as much as possible.
Justin had that kick there. Another bad kick.
Looks like he got a second kick, kept him from getting too tucked. Yeah, Shad's trying to go around the backside here. Seems to have worked.
Oh yeah, that went very well. Lined him up for a good birdie putt.
Actually a little long on that one. Garett didn't quite turn back to the right, but
those branches might be getting in his way there.
If that tree's not in his way too bad, he should have a decent look. That's a good approach. That should save him the par.
That'd be a great scramble.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you want right there. Take that hill out of it. He was pretty open, actually.
And that wasn't too bad of a roll either.
See if Shad can get a 3 here. There you go.
He's feeling it. Yeah, not too far of a comeback for Garett there.
No, that's a good par. It's unfortunate he didn't get the birdie, but at least he didn't give anything up either. Justin to scramble after kind of getting caught off of the tee.
And the second shot.
And the second shot, yeah.
Scrounge that par out. That's perfect. And talk about perfect. That was
right?
Just beautiful. And he pulls up one closer to Garett.
Yeah.
It's a real close round. 7, 8, 9, 10.
So Derek and Shad got nice birdies. That's a tricky hole. You got to have a controlled layup on your drive. That's not something most people really work on that much. So this one is interesting. It's way uphill and you have to go over everything. So you have to go the left of that tree. It's really hard to get all the way to the top of this.
Oh, I hope he's not right.
Unfortunately, since I wasn't able to catch anything on the top of the hill, I never saw it up there.
That looks like it's going to be left.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not a really long hole. It would almost be better if it was longer because you could really get hold of something then. Alright,
hey.
Justin got one up on top.
Beautiful. He's got a lot of stuff to deal with there, and that was a pretty good upshot from where he was.
I would take that from there any day, because even where Shad is here, it'd be really hard to get out of there. And he didn't quite get all the way out. He's back down the hill a little. That's a good approach. Okay, he didn't go too far down the hills.
Let's say maybe circle's edge or so.
Yeah. Oh, a little too high. Kind of wondering if some of those branches weren't keeping him from kind of getting the disc up higher a little bit. That's a good
those
save.
Those branches weren't.
Nope, not that time. Derek for a 3. It's not often you see a pro division with no birdies on a 154-foot hole. That goes to show how difficult that hole really can be. So unfortunately, Shad given that one stroke back to even for the round.
Another little shorty here, so it's playing real technical.
Yeah, this hole here especially, it's kind of downhill too. But you have this hyzer, you have to a right to left shot, you have to keep it going left the whole way. So that's a nice looking line. Until he got that roll, that was a really good line. So you can see how sloped that green is. It's hard to get anything to really stick there, it seems.
A lot of dead, like a lot of hard pan.
Yeah.
It looks like.
And running from left to right and towards the back. Further back, the harder it goes. So you really want to get left. That's where it's flatter. You don't have as much slope. But it really is tough to get anything to stop on that green.
And he just rolled to a terrible spot.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. He's probably real close to where Derek was there.
That's so just
Yeah, see, he's just
There's
a little
nothing.
bit ahead of where Derek was. And where Derek still is.
There's nothing.
Yeah. But if you can get that turn, and then just something to just stop there.
Man.
Yeah.
I think these slopes are just having their way with these guys.
Yeah, this course has a lot of slopes, and it's a lot more worn
Justin
in.
taking
This
that
course
birdie.
seems to be used a lot more. It's a lot more set in. So the ground it doesn't have the grass, it doesn't have the weeds that the other course kind of grabbed them a little bit.
And
This
that was
one lets
just
them
a
go.
Dirty hole for these guys.
Yeah, 1 birdie and 3 bogeys.
And this came a lot closer for Justin now. He's only 1 off the lead, tied for second.
Here we have a 300-foot par 3, hole 5. This one's low, so you can see how low he was trying to throw.
Just that low straight punch.
Low straight punch all the way down. And you know these guys are wanting to ring it up. There's that cliff right behind the basket. I mean, there's no
risk.
No risk. Yeah, you nail that, you're parked.
Which they just displayed right there.
Right.
It's 2 good shots. Looks like another good shot there. Leaked a little right. I'm not sure if the bush is going to be in his way.
No,
or
he
not.
should be fine over there. He was far enough to be past that
Shad
bush.
just didn't quite get that turnover.
Yeah.
The same play, I guess, just punch.
Yeah, pretty much. That's, you just want to run as much as you can on this one because you have that backdrop right there. You may as well use it. It's a good save for his
not
par
too much
after
damage.
that. He was kind of in a tight spot on that second throw, so.
Good hole for the other 3.
Indeed. See how we have Derek and Garett and Justin all really battling it out right now, and I mean,
All
Shad
has
just
to do
needs
is
to
kind
get
of shift that
something
momentum real quick.
Yeah.
And he's right on their heels.
So here's another hole that is just evil. 159 foot, but it's straight up this hill to a hanging basket.
Didn't get that flipped up.
And that 159 feet probably plays closer to 250. Just because of the elevation. And I mean, that's a good looking shot. He's pin high, but off to the left. Garett just
beat
straight
that tree.
at it.
It did not beat that tree.
And he wasn't even rolling and slid back like 30 feet.
It's almost scary to run a basket like that because you hit the basket, you hit the top band, you are going down that hill, and there's nothing that can be done about
Well,
it.
to be honest, it's kind of scary just trying to stand on this hill.
All these rocks.
Just standing there feels like you're going to just slide down the hill. It is a very steep hill. And you can tell Justin's just laying that up. He's like, I don't want nothing to do with
That's
that.
just nuts. That was a
Garett
good
trying
run.
to give it
Come
a
on.
run.
No.
Oh, and that's just going. And then behind the trees. Oh.
That is just rude. That's so...
So now here's him trying to get back up there with a sidearm.
He's looking at it now.
Yeah. Garett decided to give him a minute to catch his breath.
Good birdie.
Very nice birdie. Yeah, you can see how delicately he was stepping coming off of there.
No. And that seems to always... No.
And it's still going.
No, it did a weird twirl.
Yeah, it hit a rock and looked like it was going to fall, but it didn't. Okay. Yeah, that's what he's saying too. All right.
It seems to do that too, where it's the same player that kind of gets that.
Yeah. It's a nice par from Justin. I'm sure he wanted to be a little less in line with that tree, but
Shad as well.
yeah.
Great birdie.
Which I'm impressed that there's even a couple of birdies on here. You know, this is, for being such a short hole, I really doubt it gets birdied that
Hole 6
much.
actually averaged at a 2.69. Birdied at a 54% of the field.
That's pretty impressive, actually. It is a very short hole, though. If you can get it to stop up there.
It's one of those luck holes. Like, kind
Yeah,
of.
kind of.
There's ways you can manipulate a disc where it lands flat.
Right.
But with those rocks and other variables, there's an aspect of luck that takes place.
So this one's a par 4. There is a Mando. They have to go right of this tree right here and that tree up there, I believe. So that really takes the big flex out that might actually get them all the way to the green. Or lose a disc for them, for that matter.
That was a great shot.
Yeah. And he was able to really hug it left, but he still couldn't quite get it all the way there. He's going to have a good look for an approach, I bet, though.
Oh. I had the power.
And at least he's not trapped totally under that tree. He should still be able to work something out there.
You didn't seem upset by that.
No, I think he's in decent shape. So
Another hanging basket.
yeah, they have quite a few of them. Although I don't think they have the wind we have either, because I don't think I would like them around
That was a
here.
pretty good shot from Garett there.
That was a
pretty
great
simple
shot.
birdie. Same with Justin. That was great.
So they got themselves far enough on the drives and gave themselves a pretty short approach. It really makes a difference sometimes.
Jared gave that a good run. Ooh. Sometimes you gotta just walk up and do it real quick.
Yeah. Yep, sometimes you just want to get off of that hole.
Couple pars, couple birdies, nothing too crazy. Also birdied at 54% of the field.
So like I said, that one, if you can get yourself in a good position for the second shot and get yourself up there a little ways, I feel like it would be a pretty easy birdie. It's just getting to that spot that isn't necessarily easy. This one's another par 4. I think there's more par 4s on this course than there was on the other one.
That looked like a really good shot. Is there a Mando there?
I believe there... I'm not sure if there was a Mando on this
I was
one.
not paying enough attention to the thing when it came up. You guys leave a comment. Is there a Mando? Because that looks like a Mando to me.
It looks like a drop zone there, so I'm betting there probably is.
It didn't. Oh no, he was still right of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the ribbon tree actually next to the drop zone, so that one caught up a little early.
A little high.
So he's got a pretty tough approach. This one is quite a bit uphill too. It doesn't seem like it really, but it's more uphill than it looks there.
Ooh, he's kind of in like a. Oh, you need to stop rolling. Okay, he still has a really good window there.
Yeah, he'll be in decent shape there. See, Justin's got a great look right up that alley.
Running for the eagle. was a great shot.
Garett has pretty much the same look.
Just pick which side of that bush you want to go on.
Right. Both of those are great approaches.
Looking at similar distance putts.
See, Shad actually kind of got himself a little too far left on that one. He didn't quite have the line the other two had. It's a great approach from Derek, though. That's a good save. He should be able to get his par from there.
He gave it a good run. He was off on this drive a little bit, and
Yeah.
longer putts the price you pay. And that was a pretty good long putt there too. Circle's edge about maybe 25, 28.
Yeah, probably somewhere in there. Yeah, a little inside the circle, but
Another good birdie for Justin.
yeah, those two are trying to battle it out here. I think Garett saw Justin coming, was like, okay, let's go.
Again, a couple birdies, a couple pars. No real
Yep.
damage.
Yeah, so
Not a
for the most
single-
part, decent.
Not a single bogey recorded on that hole for the field.
Really? So hole 9, 292 feet, par 3. There is a Mando on this one. You can see the ribbon on that tree there. No big hyzers to the right, I guess.
That was just a straight up laser beam.
Yeah. You kind of need to, since they have that Mando there. You don't want it turning out to the left if you can avoid it, that's for
This
sure.
downhill slope, though, is going to lead to a lot of those ones leaking along.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely true.
That combined with this low ceiling, though, can be a very tricky thing.
See, I think that branch actually helped him
Yep.
there, kept him from ending up too far down the hill.
All right.
Yeah.
Left himself maybe a 20-footer.
Yeah, it's tricky because you almost want to land at like 10, 15, 20 feet short and let it slide up to it, but then you try it and you hit a root or a rock and doesn't slide or gets up and rolls.
Great
That
birdie.
was a great birdie.
It was a good bid from Justin, just a little bit high.
Yeah. Oh, and just a little bit low from Derek.
Didn't get punished. They pick up his par. and
Shad
carry
going,
on.
no, you can go ahead and tap. Derek wanted to do it this time.
Yeah, par cleanups for everyone else, it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, no damage done, but you can definitely see how some could be.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fairly well played hole.
Garett has kept the same distance on Justin, but they've all kind of pulled away from the other two for now.
Yeah. So this one looks like there's a lot of OB left.
It looks pretty open in terms of the amount of trees that are on this hole. So you kind of have some options to work with off the tee.
Right.
That might not be OB, but it's going to feel like it.
Right. Some of those, which I think the OB is quite a bit more left than that.
That's looking pretty good. Similar spot, though. I thought that was
Yeah.
more to the right.
Right. Oh, you can hear the shooting range off in the distance.
That's what that is. I've been hearing that this whole time, wondering.
Yeah, there's
I mean,
a shooting
it's South
range.
Dakota, so I didn't figure to question gunshots in the background.
Well, and it's a canyon, so that shooting
It all
range just echoes through.
I gotta say though, I'm from Wyoming. I'm not passing judgment because it's the same here.
I enjoy a good shooting range on occasion. I'm a target shooter, though. I'm not a hunter.
That was a good bid.
That was a
from
great
the knee
bid.
with seemed like a couple branches in the way, maybe.
But I bet that shooting range gets used a lot at this time of year because
Oh,
all
yeah.
the hunters are getting ready. Those seasons are coming up soon. And Shad just not quite getting. He's either a little high or a little low on his putts. They're all on line. It's a good save from Justin.
Oh yeah. I think it's going to end up being like par cleanups for everyone again here, huh?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a bogey for Shad, unfortunately, though.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
It's all right. Shake it off.
Right? Definitely not the start he was looking for so far, but if he can just shake that off and get going, everything will be okay.
And at this point in time, like you're playing a longer course, and you're seeing hole 10 on the scorecard, and you're thinking, "Oh man, I'm halfway through my round," but you're not yet.
No, not yet. And then another par 4. Now, most of them haven't been super long, but they're just not really something you can get to in one either. This one's only 343 feet. But
that looked too far left. Maybe looked like there's
it
a bunch
might
of
be
trees
tucked
there.
a little left.
Ooh,
Oh,
and
that might
way
be in
far
trouble, right?
I was wondering. I saw that little gap up there. I was wondering if somebody was going to take it.
Looks
It
like he
turn
didn't
over
quite
for
get
him.
it turned over enough. That might leave him in a pretty tough spot.
Ooh, that's going to be. Hopefully, that kind of punched through onto the fairway.
Looked like
at
he
least.
got out to the fairway, hopefully to a good spot. It's a nice looking approach.
Yep.
Ooh, might be tucked under that tree a little bit though.
Another elevated pin.
Oh. Yeah, see, and that's on these par 4s. They're not super long, but you really want to make sure you get yourself in position. I mean,
Shad having to roll out again.
yeah.
Putting himself in a long spot. That'd be another bogey for Shad.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate, but they come around quick. If you're off a little bit on these courses, it's really hard to make anything.
A very well played hole there from Garett.
And a good recovery from Derek there. He ended up off to the right there
Yeah.
and was able to recover from there. I think Shad was in a tougher spot there on the left, so maybe right is the miss to make.
Played very well from Justin as well.
Yeah.
I like that basket. I like that rock base.
Yeah, it's kind of a neat setup there with the rocks and the wire for the base. I think it looks really cool for an elevated basket.
Double Mando looks like late down the fairway too.
Yeah, 205 feet, so I guess they wanted... It doesn't, looking at the picture, it didn't look super blocked either, so...
Another hanging basket. And you can kind of see the wind stirring up the branches a little bit, but it's not enough to be disturbing the basket.
Well, and I kind of wonder if some of their baskets are hanging because they have such rocky terrain, they might not be able to get a post in the
That
ground.
makes a lot of sense, actually. A lot of that area is very rocky.
Yeah, so that would explain a lot of the built-up bases for an elevated one also. Which I don't know if but it would make sense.
No, just hit something. Don't push too deep.
It actually stopped really fast.
Yeah, it did.
Still kind of left himself a longer putt.
Very
but-
similar to this putt right here that Justin has.
Shaking his head too.
Befuddled. might be the
Yeah.
word he's looking for.
Yeah. And Shad really
Similar
didn't give
attempt
it
from
much
Shad.
better. See if Garett can get something a little better in there. Hope that tree's not in his way. Oh no, he's fine.
It might have been a little bit, but it didn't really matter.
Yeah, it looked like it did hyzer a little bit at the end, maybe. Great birdie.
Talking about
Derek's
a great birdie, just hard.
Yeah.
.205, throw it straight. It's one of the more simple holes that we've seen so far. It's a little uphill, but it's one of those holes again. You're off the mark a little bit, and it's real tough to get that birdie.
Well, and you're trying to make sure it stays straight, so it's so easy to go just flying by it like Shad and Justin did.
And not to mention the fact that, it's the easiest shot in disc golf, right? Throw it straight.
Right, yeah, right. Oh, it looks like this one's surrounded by hazard type of island
the modified island. Looks like the island's just over the circle.
Yeah.
Maybe 40 feet.
It's pretty open, though. I guess I can see why they would do that.
Ooh, that was a good shot.
Yeah, it was.
This looks like a fun little hole.
Definitely looks like an ace run. It's kind of uphill behind it.
And it's hazard. There's not even a drop zone.
Yeah, you don't even get to move closer or anything. Of course, you don't have to re-tee either, I guess.
Right. That was a great shot from Justin. Right at the base. That's got to be messing with some of these players in the
I know, just all of a sudden a gun goes off in the distance.
He gave that a good run and almost
went out the back, yeah. Yeah, you can hear the echo to that gunshot out there is so loud because it's just echoing through that entire canyon. Yeah, great putt. And that's a scary putt. There's an OB line on that side too, down that hill.
It's hazard.
Hazard,
so you don't even get that distance back.
Right. Birdie from Garett also.
And Derek paying the price for just hitting the one little tree.
Yeah.
Little wide off the tee. He didn't like it out of his hand either. I think he knew that was going to happen.
And that's it though. On these, you're off just a little bit, even on the open holes, and it'll destroy you. But everybody else got the birdie.
Garett is 17 under, having another good round so far. But Justin right on his heels. Not really letting him get very far away. Like, there's still a little bit of a gap there.
He's keeping at him. He's not letting him get comfortable in it.
We'll say keeping him honest.
Right. This one is way uphill. This 236 feet plays much longer.
That Garett just almost based.
Right. Which is expected on a 236-foot hole, but I'm betting it plays more like 336.
And that looked like it went left a little bit. The backhand seems like it's going to... If it leaks, you're going to get way farther away. The sidearm is going to eat into that hill, keeping you closer.
Right. Right, the hyzer out on a backhand could probably
Shad
take you further.
Never really had the opportunity to hyzer out on that one.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's still a savable distance. And that was great. I didn't like it out of his hand, but it worked out.
Well, it made me nervous when it landed on edge like that, but then it just fell over, so.
Sidearm, though, pushing into the hill instead. Great tree.
Yeah, that was a good approach for him. Great birdie. This is another one of those that is way steeper of a slope than what it appears on here.
Real pretty course.
It is. It's beautiful area up there. You're really pushing the elevation through all of this, so I mean you're
Imagine
up and
calves
down.
And thighs are just over the weekend.
Well, and again, I got to give a shout out to Evan Sillenpaw because he played the course and then helped me film.
Oh, he was a player that would then came.
He was playing, I believe, in the MA3 division. I think he won it. I'm pretty sure he won his division.
Well, regardless of winning or not, you're a winner in our hearts for helping out with this as the TCAM.
Really appreciate it.
You did a really good job, and we appreciate it. And we're going to keep on watching your footage and what you've produced for us in the next half of this round, rather. We'll got 13 holes left, and we'll see what can happen here. Justin has a chance to overtake Garett.
Yeah, he's still a little back from him, but he hasn't let him distance himself too bad, so definitely still a chance there.
Well, we'll see you there, guys.